Okay, so here we go. This is going to be exciting. Here we have about 15 pounds of very, very hot sugar. And we're going to use this to make 2,000 bite-sized pieces of candy, each with the logo of Cert NDX on it. So the first order of business is to get some coloring here. And it's really important that I get just the right amount of color for each element of the design. So they want half their pieces red and half their pieces yellow. So I'm going to add some yellow up here to the outside. Get that nice and stirred in. You can see how hot the sugar is. It doesn't look that hot until the food coloring starts boiling. The table's not heated. The table is actually meant to help me cool the sugar down. But it's not heated or cooled. It's just really, really, really good at absorbing heat. First off, it weighs almost 2,000 pounds. So there's a lot of mass for that energy to go in. And then, and also if we need to, we can run water through it, which will take energy away and further cool it. This table is a very special piece of equipment. It's about 130 years old. It's made in 1881 by Holmes Candy Company from Hartford, Connecticut. And it was a candy cooling table meant for just one purpose, and that was to make candy on. But this was a really exciting find and even more exciting restoration project. Once again, you can see there that the sugar's so hot it's instantly boiling my food coloring. It's not flour. You're right about that. This is not flour. What do you think this is? It looks like sugar, doesn't it? But I already have pretty much pure sugar on my table, so wouldn't need any more. No, this is basically pure sour. It comes from lemons, limes, oranges, and grapefruits. It's called citric acid. And now this is strawberry banana. That's not a really sour flavor, is it? No. However, the citric acid is also really good at bringing out flavor and making it nice and robust. So if I didn't add any citric acid, we'd have a really sweet candy, but it wouldn't have a really robust flavor, which is, of course, very important. Because no matter how hard I work on making this look good, it's got to taste good. That's the most important thing. All right, well, let's see if our cooling table's been doing its job. Looks like it has here. Lovely, and you can see here how the edges have already cooled down. Hey folks, got my red separated, now I got to go for my blue here. That. Since this is all still hotter than boiling water, and it's going to stay hotter than boiling water for my entire process. Of course, once the sugar reaches a good working temperature and texture, it feels about like silly putty. It's a little over 200 degrees. We're going to toss it over to our heating table. There's my uncolored sugar and my yellow out of the way here as well. Really cool technique to turn this into a nice bright white. Start folding it over itself here, and as I fold it, it's not going to change much at first, but if you look closely, you'll notice a kind of a shine on the sugar. Now that shine is from you folding in thousands of tiny air bubbles into the candy. Those air bubbles are like little mirrors. They reflect the light, and if I can get enough in here, this is going to turn to a nice bright white. It's okay, we're going to make it into 2,000 pieces, and then every single piece is going to be just the right size, and I will need some people to help me taste test before I send this off to Predictive. You guys think you could help me out? Yeah. I mean, I'm going to put a lot of work into the candy to make sure it looks good, but it's got to taste good too, or else it's a total waste of time.
That looks right now.
Now, time for the intense part. We got to make the letters. So, Cert NDX, okay, starts with a C. little bit of blue here. Because when you're making this type of hard candy, what you see is not what you get, even if it's a C. What you see, or what you get rather, is a miniaturized cross section. So this C is going to be all 2,000 Cs, and it's going to be about 75 feet long by the time I'm done with it.
Is that surface cool?
No, this surface is hot. This surface is about 200 degrees, and the candy is hotter than boiling water. Because if it gets cooler than that, it's going to be hard as a rock.
Look how shiny the white is now, Brady.
Okay, also, I have to be really careful that I get everything the right way. If I put one letter in backwards, that's it. Alright, ready for our space between the R. And we're almost halfway done. We got 7 letters and we just made 3. So, hopefully we'll have this.
Each candy will have one letter on it?
No, ma'am. Each candy's going to have the whole thing. And it's going to be in 2,000 pieces. And every piece is going to look the same.
So how long do you make this? How long do you make this?
I've been making candy for about 7 or 6 years, rather. There's the end. All right, we're getting really close. We've got 1 easy letter and 1 hard letter left. What do you think's the easy letter?
D.
Yeah. Pretty easy, huh? The little X is going to be super tricky, but we will cross that bridge when we come to it. I've just got to get this X done. Now, that does not look much like an X, does it? But it looks like half an X, right? So, all I got to do is take it, put it like that. All right, and this is how we roll.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So as I'm doing this, that little Cert IndieX, those giant bricks of letters I made, those are shrinking smaller and smaller and smaller. But we'll be able to see if we got everything in there correctly. So let's see here. C-E-R-T IndieX. Yep, everything's in there. There you go. It's strawberry banana flavored. There you go. There you go.
Thank
There you go. Hold your hand out. Hurry up. Hurry up.
I have on my glasses, so
I'll get you one. Thank you.
So this is a neat effect. Oh, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Oh, he's already a crazy child. What would I have done?